Hey guys, for some reason my audio didn't work when I first recorded this, so I'm recording over it. What I'm saying here is just that I am starting at the green model home where we've met before, so that you have a point of reference as to where that new home that I sent you guys information on, with the same floor plan as the yellow model home is located. So ignore what I'm saying here in the video because it doesn't correlate. But point is, we're driving from my old model and then driving to the home that we've been talking about recently. I guess you and Jen have been talking about, but I sent you guys information on. Here on the right side, you see those homes that are being framed. That's one of the ones I showed you that had that finished basement. And then straight ahead at the end of the street is where that water course is gonna go, where those trucks are. Here coming on the left is a little park. You can see, probably not flat enough for your son to play soccer, Alex if I'm not mistaken, but just a cute green space pretty close to the home that I'm going to show you. And then coming up here on the right side after the stop sign, on the right you will see more green space and walking trails. More spaces for you guys to enjoy. Again, not flat enough probably for your son to play soccer, but want to point out the cool areas in the area close by. And then here we're turning onto the street. So you'll see here on the left side the blue peacock home that I drove you guys by pretty quickly that one day. I had gotten out of the car, I don't know if you guys remember, and kind of talked about this one a little bit, but point of reference is the home that we're talking about now is right by that blue peacock home. It's that one being framed on the right there. Okay, I must be saying something about that home. And now we're going to look at the actual home you guys wanted to see. Here you get a view of the street. Pretty cool because most of the homes surrounding it are done. There's just a couple of lots that are left to be built on. There's that park I was talking about, the little green space, and we're back to the home that's being framed is the one that you guys are looking at now. And now I'm mentioning how the white farmhouse is really close by, just one street over and a little bit to the east. Again, for more point of reference. So in essence, this home is a little northwest of the white farmhouse. All right, now I'm going to walk towards the backyard so that you can see the size of it. And you'll notice that it is a very good sized yard in comparison to the one there to the left with the 3-car garage. It is much bigger. And in comparison to the model home, you know what? It could be actually comparable if the neighbors on the right side do not decide to put a fence in between. You'll kind of see what I'm saying. But it's a really good size yard. I think Alex will find it to be plentiful for soccer and such. Okay, the other thing you'll notice is that is a very long driveway. There's the end of the garage, and then I'm standing on the alleyway, and I'm going to pan to the right, and you can see that long driveway. You'll get the same driveway because bear in mind, this Blue Peacock is the same exact floor plan as that one being framed, which is the same floor plan as a yellow model home that you guys liked. And then your yard would be all of this space that I'm showing you right now. Okay, the only exception there is about 5 feet off of the home next door is technically their yard, their property, but the yard that they're using, their most usable yard space, is on the other side of their home. So a lot of times homeowners in this situation will just kind of let the yard be open like this, if that makes sense. We'll of course enclose and have that front fence connect to both homes, and the back fence there connect to this home. So it'll all be fenced in, but hopefully this makes sense. It's just there could be a side fence. If someone, you or the neighbor, wanted to put a side fence to divide the property line, you could, but if they were okay with leaving it open, then you could potentially have this wider space. Okay, I guess I'm pointing out the fence line here and how that would be kind of unusable space for the neighbor. Ooh, that's nice. That guy walked by. That way you could get a point of reference. All right, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stand at the edge of the, I'm showing you that's where the fence would go. Down that way, it would go back that way, and then that would all be fenced in like the model. Okay, I'm probably going to now step out the yard to tell you how wide it is. And with my little steps, it was about 30 steps wide, all the way to the home next door. If you were to even take out 5 feet of that, you can see it's a good size width. And that is all I probably want to tell you now. I'll let the rest of the video play in silence. Never mind. I guess I decided to tell you in the video that the back concrete pad that I mentioned this home would have would run the length of that whole living room, right? From the back side door all the way to the end of the family room. So it would be the same concrete pad dimensions as the model home, but the only thing it wouldn't have would be the covered, the covered area, the covered roof. It would just be the concrete pad. And then the other comment I think I made here was that obviously you don't have those sliding glass doors, because that would have been quite a bit between the sliding door and the covered porch. That's about $22,000. So we decided to keep the price nice and low at about $461,000 for this home, with an unfinished basement, of course. Hey guys, I'm back. I wanted to show you that giant park. It's called Highland Park and it's owned by the city. I don't remember if we drove by it exactly or if you remember it as you drove by, but this is again where I'm envisioning your son playing lots and lots and lots of soccer. And as I mentioned, it's just, I don't know, maybe a 5-minute bike ride if that. But let me okay, so I mean you can see these are soccer fields, they're giant, and there are berms here, but on the other side of those little hills there's even more soccer fields. It's just huge and awesome, lights and all that good stuff. Perfect for what he's looking for. I mean he would have so much fun. And then just look at these views. I don't know if you see the mountains in the background. See those mountains? Holy moly. Okay. All right guys, that's all I have for you. Bye.